Hey guys, welcome back again. So the last video and my first video, by the way, go check it out. Was the first few minutes of the preliminary to Blade, which is the other contender for this death battle. So next we have Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Now I have seen the Angel spinoff, which I highly recommend. I love it. It's a good show. But I have not really seen the seasons of Buffy, so this is gonna be interesting. I don't really know too much about her other than she's a vampire slayer. So let's go ahead and see what Buffy is capable of.
In every generation, there is a chosen one. She alone will stand against the vampires, the demons, and the forces of darkness. She is the Slayer.
For thousands of years, a new Slayer would be granted incredible powers and was destined to die young in battle against evil, passing their powers on to the next
Drusilla.
Slayer and the next, and so on. That is, until the newest Slayer would change everything. Buffy Ann Summers.
Not exactly the first girl you'd think is the savior of humanity. Buffy's only goals in life were, in her own words, graduate from high school, go to Europe, marry Christian Slater, and die.
But that would all change when the Watcher Merrick appeared and revealed her destiny.
Like, total bummer.
Merrick trained Buffy in the arts of vampire slaying, and she became so efficient that she burned down her school. Whoops.
Forcing her and her mom to move to Sunnydale, California to start a new life, far away from any more bloodsuckers and bad makeup.
Unfortunately, small problem, Sunnydale just so happened to be right on top of a hellmouth, where the boundary between Earth and Hell is permeable.
Yeah, that sounds like the valley, all right. Along with new Watcher Giles, Wallflower Willow, part-time bad boy,
Willow.
part-time sad boy Angel,
And there's Angel.
retcon sister Dawn, and Xander.
Never heard this
Buffy
character.
and her Scooby gang would battle a never-ending series of monsters.
And we mean truly never-ending. Sure, there's the TV show, but Buffy has also been slaying vampires across video games, comics, and 128 novels. Tens of thousands of pages of Buffy lore you've never heard of.
But
That's a
we're
lot.
just crazy enough to speed read them all.
Buffy carries a variety of anti-vampire weaponry. There's wooden stakes, of course, sometimes dipped in gorgon venom that can turn you to stone. Though she's also experienced with axes, swords, quarterstaffs, holy water, just about anything.
You said it! When she fought an ancient demon unable to be killed by any weapon forged in his time, Buffy introduced his stupid ass to the 20th century.
She's also a master of Aikido, Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, karate, kung fu, wushu, tai chi, kendo, capoeira, and taekwondo.
Buffy apparently thinks Hong Kong's kung fu
Yeah.
movie masters could learn a thing or two.
No kidding. Thanks to her Slayer senses, her reflexes are fine-tuned enough to dodge close-range Gatling gun fire, lightning bolts from the sky, and even beams of light. She's kept up with another Slayer, Faith, who can dodge laser beams from
There's Faith.
point-blank range.
I like
Buffy's
Faith.
strong enough to bend rebar, punch this 4.5-ton bat monster into the air, and smash hard enough to tear apart a
I remember
building.
that
And
scene.
despite her
That was
black
like
armor, she can survive massive explosions, like the one that destroyed
Interesting.
Cerulean's lair that's bigger on the
To say the
inside.
least.
She can even fight blindfolded, but if she is injured, she heals fast enough to be totally fine by the next episode.
One time, Angel sucked out almost all of the blood from her body, and she survived. Doubly impressive since Angel's blood draining also drains magical energy.
Yeah, Buffy's own magic makes her weirdly resilient to esoteric attacks, like when she expelled this misty shadow demon trying to possess her body, or when she resisted her soul being ripped apart and scattered across time.
Or that time she jumped into a vat of boiling liquid so hot it could reduce people to skeletons, and she was just fine.
I do not remember her being tougher than the goddamn Terminator in the show. Man, this series is crazy.
And influential. There are college courses on Buffy studies that cover how much it changed television. I took one in undergrad.
Oh yeah? How's that student debt going?
Not great.
That's what I...
I really want to see the rest of the preliminaries, but I'm excited. I think this is going to be a good death battle. I think, based on what I've seen so far from these two, I think Buffy's got this. I kind of want Buffy to win this. Maybe that's just my bias, but I'm more familiar with the Angel series and somewhat of the Buffy series, somewhat after seeing this. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyway, if you guys liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys in the death battle.